Stephanie Pedroso intended to cause terror the evening of May 18th, and that's exactly what she did.
We have this defendant on video saying, and I quote, "I hope everyone shows up to tear this bitch up tomorrow." Those are her words, not mine.
Damn!
Welcome to Male Reality Lessons, where topics are reviewed and discussed as iron sharpens iron. On Male Reality Lessons today, we're going to show you a real-time criminal case and prove to you why baby mama culture, SiMPs, and piss-poor parenting are a plague not only on our culture but our society as a whole, because it is a terrible display of adults when they in turn incite children to riot.
Stephanie Pedroso intended to cause terror the evening of May 18th, and that's exactly what she did. That evening of May 17th, as she continues to post, she goes to the Astroscape, and the leadership believes that she's showing up so that they can return a full refund for her daughter's party that she won't be having since she's in breach of contract. She informs them, no, I'm having the party. And they said, well, how are you doing that? You haven't provided the two deputy sheriffs. They know because they haven't been contracted to be here. I provided my own security. And at that time, she introduces her friend who's standing there with a T-shirt with the word security written across the front of it and says, I have my own private security.
I'm no rent-a-cop, I'm a top-flight security, and don't you never forget it.
That I'll be having for that evening. They once again, politely and respectfully, inform her that she's in breach of contract. Here's a full refund. You're not able to have this party. She continues to become irate and goes on a tirade, inciting individuals to come riot. Matter of fact, at one point, she even tells all her followers, and during her live stream, that she has money and she's willing to pay individuals to come down and riot and cause destruction. This sheriff's office, this community will never tolerate this type of disruptive behavior in our community. I don't know if indeed she did pay individuals to come down and riot, but maybe these same individuals will now repay the favor and help her out with her legal defense. I want to thank every deputy who responded to the scene that night and every investigator who worked on this case to ensure this area of Brandon remains as safe as it is. At this time, I'm going to invite our State Attorney, Susie Lopez, to come up and talk a little bit about the charge. Madam State Attorney?
We have this defendant on video saying, and I quote, "I hope everyone shows up to tear this bitch up tomorrow."
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Those are her words, not mine. We have her on video saying she will pay people to show up, and she did all of this in front of her very own daughter. She, Ms. Pedroso, is responsible for the crowd that came to cause damage at Astroscape that evening, as well as those surrounding businesses. This is not an example of what we would choose for parents for their children. Ms. Pedroso put people in danger. She caused chaos and even injuries. For causing this riot, she will be held accountable. The statute we used to charge her is exactly what lawmakers had in mind when they recently amended this law. This case is a chance for us to demonstrate once again, the legislature enacts the law, we enforce the law. That may be confusing for some people, but it is not confusing for me. The legislature gave prosecutors tools to hold rioters accountable, and we will. We charged her under this new rioting statute. This law was actually challenged this year by groups who prefer to protect rioters instead of protect our community. Some of you may know that the Florida Supreme Court recently upheld this statute. Make no mistake, this case is not about free speech. This case is not about peaceful protesters. This case is about rioters. And in Hillsborough County, we will prosecute rioters. Thank God that none of the 40 deputies who spent 6 hours de-escalating this situation, clearing this scene, were injured. If they had been, we'd be having a very different conversation right now. This demonstrates what happened that evening, and our collaboration since that evening demonstrates that men and women in law enforcement work together. We work safely together, and together we keep our community safe and protect our community. Thank you.
If you're enjoying the video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Male Reality Lessons.
2 months after dozens of kids and adults were arrested for a huge brawl outside a roller skating rink, today the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office announced they arrested the person who started it all. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us live from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. So Ariel, this fight happened in Brandon back in May, so why the arrest now this week in July?
Well, Linda, investigators said they spent the last 2 months looking at Stephanie Pedroso's social media posts. Many of them were too inappropriate and too profane to share with us, but they said the message was clear. The sheriff said that this woman encouraged people to cause violence after she was upset because her party was canceled. In May, Stephanie Pedroso wanted to host what she described as an after-hours birthday party for her daughter at Astro Skate in Brandon.
She told us birthday party for a bunch of little kids. The flyers that she was posting online was teen dance.
Chris McGanius saw what the 36-year-old was posting on social media about the event she wanted to host at his business.
The pictures and that kind of stuff with booty contests and all that nonsense.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
That's not for us.
Those flyers didn't get the necessary approval first, McGanius said. Pedroso also broke the rules by reselling tickets.
Because she was trying to do it as a money-making event.
And she didn't hire the required security, the owner added. So the party was canceled, and McGanius offered Pedroso her money back.
She came in, flipped out, cussed and screamed, and then posted nonsense about come to the skating rink the next night.
Pedroso went on social media, encouraging people to show up to Astro Skate anyway.
At one point, she even tells all her followers, and during her live stream, that she has money and she's willing to pay individuals to come down and riot and cause destruction.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
And this is what happened that Saturday night in May.
None of those kids were skaters. I don't know if you saw. There were nobody with roller skates on their shoulders. Those kids were here to act stupid.
Video shows a crowd of about 400 to 500 people gathered in the parking lot. A massive fight broke out. There was damage to businesses and property reported stolen. 26 adults and juveniles were arrested. And 2 months later, the woman who investigators say started it all was booked into jail.
If you want to skate and have a good time, we'd love to take your money. But we can't have, violence.
And the sheriff's office says that it took 40 deputies about 6 hours to calm all the chaos that Pedroso had started. We know that the window of a nearby barbershop was broken. Stuff was stolen from a nearby 7-Eleven. The sheriff said that at least one deputy was punched and that people had jumped on the back of another deputy.
Here are my thoughts. It is definitely a multi-tiered problem. Whether you want to look at it from the perspective of a societal problem with this hands-off parenting, this moist parenting, or whatever you want to call it today. But more importantly, we also have the problem with this baby mama epidemic. In turn, baby mamas typically produce SiMPs. And there you have it. The only way we're going to turn this around is bringing shame back. And gentlemen, understand you need to pick and choose wisely who you procreate with. It is a major decision, and it is the most important one that's going to be part of your life and longevity of the culture that you have today and for the future. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. Give me your thoughts and opinions on this topic and any other topic here on Male Reality Lessons. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Be sure to smash that like button and have a good day.